to call me bitches, slut, whore, bald-headed. And this is a celebrity man. This is someone who works for Family Feud. And I ain't gonna lie. When I used to see him on that movie with the little kids, the sitcom or whatever it was, the little series with the little kids with the talent, it made me cringe my soul to see him with children. And when I read that police report on what he did to Winston, you can tell on there he had anger issues.
Wow.
He beat him with a sorority paddle and a belt buckle. That's horrible.
And a sorority paddle and a belt buckle.
Well, that again, girl. He did what?
Wow. And it's okay with the judges. It's okay with everybody. And please make sure you pull up Smoking Gun, Steve Harvey, divorce con job. That paper, what y'all see in that paperwork is true, it's stamped, it's sealed, and it's in the courthouse.
Now, what is the, I mean, if there were child abuse allegations and there was proof, why wasn't anything done about that?
Because of Steve Harvey. And some judges, he went down there and had them seal the record so nobody would know. And in 2009, when it happened, they wouldn't even give Mary, the mother, the police report to the child abuse. It wasn't until I came on the case in 2013 and I found out about the child abuse. I was like, damn, is that why y'all trying to gag her? A lawyer sent me the paperwork. Next thing I know, Mary's in jail. They're saying that she exposed paperwork. I read the paperwork, found out that it was a child abuse report, but I didn't see the report. It was on Winston. And so I called the police station. I said, yo, my name is Essie Berry. I'm a civil rights activist. I know in 2009, you guys covered up child abuse for Steve Harvey in Plano, Texas. Where are the police reports? Because if you don't present them, I'm going to turn y'all over to the police. I had those reports for 2 hours after that said that. Now, mind you, they wouldn't give them to Mary at all, and she the mother. But in 2 hours, they released them to me. And I was not Mary POA in 2013. I was just a female, and we was doing a reality show called Widow, Wives, and Exes. That's what was the name of the show. It was going to be called Celebrity Housewives. And I wanted to make sure that Mary didn't violate whatever gag order he said she was on. But I was curious to see what even a gag order looked like. All they do is tell you to type up and tell you to shut up. Don't talk about him. Don't say he's a child abuser. Don't say he's a woman abuser. Don't say nothing about this man because it's what it is. If you do, we're going to lock you up.
Wow. Wow.
It's using a more professional terminology, but basically that's what it's saying, which basically that's legal blackmail.
At this time, Steve Harvey, was he employed by NBC and the network?
He was employed by everybody up until, I guess, 2018, 2017, when all this stuff started coming out. I know a lot of networks found it. Well, people got to realize, why would I pick this dude to say he stalked me? Why would he let it? And you've seen some of the videos in your past in your self-diary. So in those videos, this man is letting his face used to call me bitches, slut, whore, bald-headed. And this is a celebrity man. This is someone who works for Family Feud. And I ain't gonna lie, when I used to see him on that movie with the little kids, the sitcom or whatever it was, the little series with the little kids with the talent, it made me cringe my soul to see him with children. And when I read that police report on what he did to Winston, you can tell on there he had anger issues.
Wow.
He beat him with a sorority paddle and a belt buckle. That's horrible.
And a sorority paddle and a belt buckle.
Liz, didn't you give Spook TV the sorority paddle? Or am I confused? Hello. Set up queen.
Cyber Week is here.
Okay.
And the savings are unbeatable at Raymore and Flanagan. Explore month.
Podcast made some allegations against
Set up queen. Yeah.
He slept with Wolfie, David Rifkin Jr., David Geffen, and then his assistant Bruce. I wanted to get your thoughts on that, but I showed in that same segment. He showed footage of he actually showed footage of Mob James speaking on, which I was surprised to see James, that they elected to use a clip of him. So I wanted to get your thoughts on the allegations about him, being with those guys, and then, the editors or whoever using a clip of James in the podcast.
Just because the editors don't know the relationship, they just saw probably the voice or what he was saying and put it in there. They also used on a previous few seconds or minutes before in that same episode footage of me about the restraining order. But so that's just the editors. They know shit can't see this stuff, and I don't think they realize what they be doing. So hey, shout out. But I'm gonna have you show some footage of something I said about a month ago. Play this, John.
I saw it one time. I went to a party with Dre. We all left though. One time I went to a party with Dre somebody who invited him, and it was some white dude, and it was somebody who had a lot of money. We went to this party, and we went into the backyard. We went in through the back. He called himself bringing us in through the back. Mm-hmm. And as soon as we walked in, it was just kind of like a lot of naked women, but naked dudes too. Mm-hmm.
Eyes wide shut type of stuff.
Like, for me to say this is, I don't mean it to be racist, but if you're white enough, it's like, what the hell?
Well, David Ruffin, David Ruffin is a big writer for the Motown back in the days. But you mean David Ruffin Jr., which is the one doing the interview that was around Death Row. David Ruffin Jr. According to Miss Chalet, he was always rumored to be Dr. Dre's, the guy that I would say like Eddie Murphy and Johnny Gill. The guy that always lived in the back house or lived in the house with you as an adult and grown man. Well, that's what he was before Bruce. Y'all know Bruce is. That's what David Ruffin Jr. was to Dr. Dre. Now, he was there at the beginning. Was there way before I was around. And I contribute to some songs and stuff like that because his dad was a big time songwriter. And so that's what David Ruffin Jr. was, also a songwriter, for Death Row at the beginning. So all I can say about David Ruffin Jr., all I know about David Ruffin Jr. is that he was always rumored to be Dr. Dre, a lover or somebody that was cool with Dre in that capacity. The stories that he tell about going to a party and seeing guys naked and all of that stuff, well, hey, who goes to those type of parties and stay there, right? As soon as you see one person or one male walking around naked, don't you be out of there? Did he say he left? Did he say he left the party? Him and Dre? You only get invited to those type of parties if you suspect it to be in that way. All right. I be telling y'all shit, but you remember I'm just a janitor. I security while y'all listen to them. Didn't I tell y'all this a month and a half ago? The first part of June was now she was elected to speak on it about David Ruffin Jr. The party they were at were Geffens. The rich white guy who party they was that was his party. Yeah. I told y'all then what Sugar just said now, that's the only rumors I ever heard about David Ruffin Jr. He was Dre's alleged boy toy from Miss Chalet. You can't trust what the females say. They get scorned very easily. You remember our dicks are the smallest things in the world, and we are gay, and we can't fuck and all of that when they mad at us, right? So that's how I always took it. But Michelet, in fairness to Suge, has always put in his head that Dre is gay. Dre always got a man living with him. David Ruffin Jr. lived in his back house, i.e., by his own admissions in those videos, and even our boy Bruce. Y'all, any of y'all know anything about Dre? Y'all done heard of Bruce. So, and there's some stuff in Bruce's book. If Bruce did a book, I didn't even realize it, and he talked about some of the stuff that was going on. My point to all of that is, I can't hate on Suge too much on that particular episode because no allegations has been made. The Diddy thing, y'all know, Dre and Diddy ain't fucking. That's his way because Diddy is now having some type of relationship with Jimmy Iovine and the beats and all of that, where Suge is just your casualty of war. Which Suge is the great. He's great. Your enemy. Friend of your enemy is my enemy, or however that go. Your enemy is my enemy, or your friend is my enemy. I forget how the shit go. Y'all know I'll fuck up some shit, but he's practicing that with them, and that's why Puffy catching that straight. I don't believe in Puffy. I believe Puffy's y'all know that, or homosexual, or bisexual, but I don't believe in bisexuals. If you take a dick in your ass, then you're gay. You're homosexual. So I believe that about Puffy. But I don't believe Dre and them was that way. Only evidence that I have about Dre is what Michelet has said. Other than that, nothing. As I always told y'all, every time I seen Dre, he always had a fine red bone in his possession. But we also know that's how guys pretend in public. Who knows what people do in the privacy of their home if you're not one of a fly on the wall or in there. So that would be my take. That would be
you have sexual relationships
up
you're
to
doing it, right?
Should this
You're
attacking
unnatural. Your thinking is unnatural.
people
You
that's
fucking
in
are
relationships and
getting your nut, but
making
then
money and doing
it's
this
unnatural
together.
for you to do it. That's like a
Take
crackhead.
that. Hey,
Oh, I know I'm not supposed to smoke. I'm not supposed to smoke crack, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Then
I
I'm
don't
gonna
know
fuck
about
up
Dre.
later.
I
Come on,
told
think about it.
you I heard. I don't
I'm
believe
saying
he's right
you
on
a crackhead. That's like what you're doing. You got an addiction,
Other
but you don't want
than
to own the addiction.
whatever name he going by the details. M8.
Not before. I'm not a researcher. I'm not a guinea pig. I'm a human. Okay? And if that's the case, come research me then, bitch. Whatever. Let me finish with Reggie Wright's fat, wobbly ass, because I'm about sick of him too. Oh no, I said his. I didn't say all fat people. I said his. See? I'm trying to twist my words.
Looking at these pizzas and thinking,
I said his. See, did you see the key word before that? His, because he's lying about Suge Knight and Tupac. Oh shit. That's why you got cut off, bitch. But anyway, y'all, we'll get back into it. I don't think I want this phone. I'm gonna put my other one back on. Okay, now check it out. Let's get into it, girl. Shout out shout out to Praise Report. Fi Babe is home. Yes, she is. Fi Babe is home. Yes, she is. Anyway, let's continue. Well, let me call him back so y'all can hear him. To my sweet mother. Who the hell is that? What? Happy birthday to my sweet mother. Oh, Lolo. I'm like, who the fuck?
Boston, like I said, she tried to manipulate my words. She sent all them damn demons over here trying to attack me. And, I'm not with that. Pisces Queen, you don't have to give me a super chat. I don't want a super chat. No super chat.
Mm.
I don't want them. You know what I'm saying? If you want to do it. But I'm not going to direct you on how to do it because I've been accused of begging for money, trying to get people to give me money, and that's not. I don't need money from anyone. I don't play with my name. So y'all not about to be out here trying to attack my character, say I'm broke, that I need money, and all of this. Because no, ma'am. Now, I'm going to show, yes, say cases, because this isn't the only one. And there's more coming. I have people in my DM right now that are asking how they can sue Tasha K for life. Not defamation, life. And that's a whole nother ballgame. So, yeah. So, in my last video, I'm going to take you guys back to that. I pulled out the clip. So basically what happened was, I stated that this case was over between Tasha K and Cardi B. Now, the reason that I said this is because I've been following this case from beginning to end. And then another thing, since you just up here talking, do you know how hard it is to get up here in front of a whole bunch of people, talk to a camera, and break down a lawsuit to do comedic dancer over paperwork to explain lawsuits? I gotta read it and all this and still try to make it entertaining. That's not easy to do. So I'm just getting ready to tell you right now, this is going to be a lot of work. It's going to be a lot of reading. So if this is not the type of video that you want to see, you need to leave right now because it's going to be boring. It's going to be a lot of back and forth. It's going to be a lot of me showing slides, and it's going to require you to pay attention. So if you're not willing to pay attention, if you're not willing to sit still, then I suggest sit still, you need to leave. So I don't want to hear nobody in the chat saying, oh my God, talking too much, because this is a video for focus.
Stanley's family from Florida are also in Atlanta. They claim Stanley was really innocent since he did not actually commit the murder.
Sorry, it happened. He's sorry that I did anything. If I been standing good at the scene and did not hit the man or do anything to cause his death, I believe they should spare his life.
Late today, the family went to the state flood controls board to plead their case in person. It is unlikely the board will even act on it unless the clemency until all the appeals have been
That's nice to read Happy Holidays. What's up, Mary Dick? You love C-drugs, still trafficking, jail time.
Stanley's final appeal in 18 minutes. Before he was led into the death chamber at Jackson Diagnostic Center South.
Thank you for checking.
Her SOI story, and she turned in everything that's been requested to the best of her ability. She turned it in late, but she turned it in. And that's a whole other story. We're going to get to that as well.
Has a recording of a phone conversation between top corrections officials in Atlanta and prison personnel in a room next to the assisted to the work of the Georgia Diagnostic and Prosecution Research.
Hi, baby. I love you. I miss you. Hope you can tap in when you can. I don't know how much you heard. Troy Allen went off about Reed coming at women. I want to know what's coming at women. What's your thought?
No, you are not practicing law when you are reading court documents and going over a court case.
So, Tasha K. Sweet Pea, the court case that's been going down the black tea sector for a while. Okay, we've been throwing down, showing out. I see my Sour Patchy is in the building. Tap that link if you want to talk. I want to know your thoughts. I don't know how long you was in here. I was over there fucking with dick sucking sea drugs, a trafficker, a bitch boy in the trucking sector, scared to fuck to come on here and bang with a bitch, 'cause him or his mama don't want none. His grandmama, great grandmama, or anything else. So that's it's the bitch boys for me. Sour Patch, well, I can't see you. Hold on. 'Cause for some reason I can't see you on my thing, which is weird as hell. Hold on. But tap in if you can. I think the link is in the chat, ain't it? Or is it pinned? Yeah, Whitney Houston demise, or they call him the Candy Man, the crackhead Candy Man. So hold on one sec. It get real sick in this atmosphere called YouTube. So like I told the punk bitch, bring your ugly ass over here since you got so much to say, and you know now you supposed to be so damn holy and you know scared as a motherfucker. You know how they do. Sour Patchy. Girl, these people be a mess, a shame, and a scandal. I don't know which page you on, Sour Patchy. Hold on. Because wait a minute. You on this page, but I can't see you on my other page, which is weird as hell. Hold on. Because it's crazy. Hmm. Oh, it don't come up like that. Hold on. It still ain't coming up. What the fuck? That's weird. Hold on. I don't know why this is not. Already got that one in there, I think. Yeah, that's already in there. Sour Patch, hit the link real quick if you can, because I don't know why in the hell I can't find you. This is weird. Getting very weird. Hold on. Because I can't get to my other thing for some reason. Okay, it's there. Oh, it's supposed to be two, maybe. So if it's there, oh, there we go. So why is it not? Wait a minute. It's getting weird. Hold on. Yeah, but I don't understand how people take the idiot route. Like, just like the dummy told me, if somebody offered you 20,000, would you take it? Well, first of all, why in the hell would I be taking drug money? Are you insane, bitch? Why would I be taking drug money just to say I got money? That's not my makeup, bitch. As I can tell, I knew I wasn't supposed to be with you, you know, over there. Because I'm not just gonna take anybody's shit. I'm sorry. That's just, that ain't who I be. As in one love words, that ain't who I be. I don't understand it. I understand it is desperation and poverty, but I don't understand is how in the hell you uh guessing she's on. Hold on 1 second. Let me do this. Oh no, she may be on this one. So let me end this one.